Something I hear from all performers in all arenas is, how do I not think too much? This is Brian Cain with the Mental Performance Daily Podcast. And one of the places I find people thinking too much that really sabotages their performance is inside the batter's box. And yesterday, we heard from six-time Major League Baseball All-Star Lance Berkman about how to think when you're in the box. Today, he's going to share with us, how do you not think too much when you're in the box? So let's join one of the greatest hitters ever and learn how to not think too much, but also realize this doesn't just apply to being in the batter's box of baseball or softball. This applies to everything that you're doing in life. If you overanalyze, you can get what we call paralysis by analysis. So let's make sure we're thinking the right way. Let's make sure we're not overthinking. And let's join Lance Berkman to talk and learn about how to not think too much. What do you do to help the guy who's thinking too much during competition now as a coach?
I call it the 3 B's of hitting, which is the first B is breathe. So you got to get a hold of yourself, because when the mind starts racing, it's worried about things that have happened in the past or things that may happen in the future. And you're not mindful. You're not where your feet are. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to say it. And I've heard you describe it several different ways, but you got to get a hold of yourself. And that's the first step. So I tell them, hey, breathe. And then what is the task? Like, what are we trying to do here? And for a hitter, it's seeing the ball. Like, this is what I have to do. I mean, if I'm going to be successful, I've got to get a great look at the ball. And then what am I trying to do? I'm trying to hit it back up the middle. So the 3 B's are breathe, ball, back up the middle. So I've kind of developed that little acronym and help them remember, so that when the competition speeds up, they have something that they can go to that kind of helps them calm their mind a little bit. And I think that's, like, I've heard you say this many times, what you have is a process and it's a thing that you can actually do. It's just not a willy-nilly set of coach speak sayings. It's an actual process that you work through and you go through. And that's what I love about what you do, is it sort of gives parameters and gives practical steps that people can do so that they can improve in this area that, to me, is the great separator. So for us, it's just keeping it simple, breathe, ball, back through the middle. And, you could develop, your own way of doing it for any other profession. So I think having a process that you can go to in those pressure situations is a real key to success.
Thanks for checking out Mental Performance Daily with Brian Cain, an IRONCLAD original. If you like the show, be sure to leave us a rating, review, and comments. We'll see you tomorrow.
Are you a coach who wants to level up your ability to coach mental performance so that your clients can consistently perform at their best and get the results that they've been missing? Then join some of the top performing and top income generating coaches in the world by mastering the 10 mental skills your clients need to win. I open my Mental Performance Mastery Coaches Certification course only twice a year, typically in May and November. So your next step is to join my free insiders list so you can save $200 when you join. Just head to briancain.com and click on certification to join our insiders list and learn more about how you can become a certified mental performance mastery coach.
Recently on Change Agents with Andy Stumpf, Andy and Black Rifle Coffee Company founder Evan Hafer discussed ways to combat the challenges facing veterans transitioning from the military.
Work and sacrifice can be miserable, but the long-term health of the individual, takes work. Yeah. And sometimes that's not easy. And just because it's easy doesn't mean it's good.
Never miss an episode. Subscribe to Change Agents with Andy Stumpf wherever you get your podcasts, and get the full cinematic experience on YouTube at This Is Ironclad.